Hey guys, Rookie, I'm back in another video, and we're gonna talk about Monday Night Raw. Now, I apologize for not dropping on Saturday. A lot going on, and I just didn't think you guys would like to see a video that late. But getting into Raw, first off, we finally got a moment for Roman Reigns to actually, yap a little bit instead of aura forming and making, facial expressions and not really getting to a point. He got to certain points. And now that I can see that, I'm pretty sure Roman is going to have a very interesting year, finishing the year, an interesting year going into 2026, because I'm pretty sure he's going to go for that title again, or a world title, because, and he was talking about how Cody Rhodes was right. Now, that right there makes me think that there is going to be a possibility of him being full-fledged babyface. I don't necessarily want him to be a full-fledged babyface. I think a tweener and maybe just taking over a new leaf with his family is what I want to see, because we have enough good guys. We have enough people that are trying to, be nice. I don't want niceness, okay? I want problems. I want Golden Glove energy, and I don't know. We're never gonna get Golden Glove again. I don't know if we're gonna get. Currently, with what things are going on, I don't think we will ever get Golden Glove Roman again, just because, it's like a once in a lifetime type of thing. Now, possible, very possible, and I want it, but who knows how that will go. I really am, this to me feels as if we don't get an apology, this is close to an apology. And I wasn't around in the group that was believing Roman should give an apology, just because in his mind, in his head, he was really believing that he was right. Because now, even though I don't think he's 100%, I think he's remorseful in the fact that he wasn't able to keep his family close and keep the things he wanted close. But if we're gonna be real, if we're going to be honest and we're going to be real, Roman Reigns is kind of not wrong in the way of he put his family into a different position. And maybe with the things that he has going on with Jey Uso now, it's more of he still wants control of his loved ones. It's just in a different way. Just in a different way and just in a different font. I really want to see more of them giving Roman the mic, because we miss that. We really do. I think it's very crazy for them to believe that the audience now, the people watching it, do not want those old days, old type of feelings where we're actually hearing what Roman says, because the run-ins are nice, but they're getting stale, and it's like, what happened to those moments of yapping? Because let's be real, them yap sessions, views are up. What was interesting about the Birmingham crowd was they booed Cody Rhodes. Now, when they booed him in the context, in my opinion, of Roman not being the man he used to be. I don't think that the crowd hated Cody Rhodes, but on the hierarchy, Roman is there, Cody is right there. That's my little humble opinion. Like, Cody Rhodes is loved by everybody. He's just not, like, he's not there right now. He's just not there. This is how I feel. This is my little 2 cents. And then Bronson Reed and Paul Heyman. Now, Paul Heyman, he doesn't really need to be in Bronson's corner. He's just there for symbolism. He's just there for symbolism. He's there to, like, create that united front. And of course, because he's Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns, their history, their anniversary of their historical moment, it made sense. Bronson Reed coming with the shoe LaFala, I hate that. I'm glad Roman's shoes didn't get snatched, because why are we giving that man a stupid title like that? Again, yeah, I got him a match with Roman Reigns, and it's getting him that position, but like, bruh, really? That ain't the corniest thing I've heard. With the shirt, Tribal Thief. If y'all buying it. I'm gonna shut my mouth up, because I ain't the one. They making the money. Folks like it. Y'all eating it up. It just might be the fact that I am on Roman's side. And a nice, and with the, I was seeing with their whole beef, because I believe Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns are great workers, they're changing although, yes, Shula Fowler, because that's catchy, they kind of turned the whole beef situation into a, like, deeper meaning. Because although I don't know too much about Samoan culture, I don't know much about, that, but they talked about that. Bronson was basically like, you were coddled, my tribe had to be exiled, we better than y'all. Basically, your family don't warn y'all about us, because we about that life. You ain't about that life. I earned everything. You bought it. And that right there was a nice touch. And then Roman saying, I didn't even know it was Samoan. You're mine. You're mine. That was a great touch. I love that. I think that is what I want to see. I want that, although I'm getting the fact that, Roman's not going to be as cocky anymore, because he ain't got what he used to have, but I need more of that cockiness. Dragon Lee and JD McDonough, both of them ate. I ain't gonna lie. Both of them ate bad. I've enjoyed that match to the full extent. Dragon Lee gets tens across the freaking board. Now, in that whole thing, I know Judgment Day always Judgment Day in. And Dom was on the ringside because Finn could no longer be on the ringside. And guess who popped out? AJ Styles. AJ Styles is not afraid of any border. He's going to cross them as many times as he needs to get to his op. And I respect that, because he's always about the action. Straight to Dom. Straight to whooping that tail, and I loved every moment of that. I am also, like, Raw was good, because AJ Styles did what he had to do. That ended up into a match with Finn Balor and AJ Styles, maybe to defend Judgment Day's honor, which went well for us, because AJ Styles won. That Finn Balor and AJ Styles match, of course, it was great, but it also gave me, like, those vibes, because the moments where you had AJ Styles, you had Finn Balor on important moments, important times, and not saying that is important, because it is. It's like, it gave a different feel. It gave you a whiff of nostalgia, if that makes any sense. So I thoroughly enjoyed that match. I thoroughly enjoyed the graps that we had on Raw. Kofi Kingston had a match between Penta because of the actions that went on, and Kofi Kingston won. Now, when I told y'all that man is the type to get, if he's not a 2-ballot Hall of Famer, bruh, he is deserving of it, for sure. If he's not, bruh, that's because he decided not to be. Because Kofi Kingston is that guy, and the whole you can't wrestle the Kofi Kingston. Baby, look back in time, grab your history book, because you not talking about Kofi Kingston, the Jamaican. Like, you're not talking about that, even though he wasn't Jamaican, even though his accent mysteriously changed, and that real life, he not even from there. Different plate. He not from there. All my life I thought that man was Jamaican. A crime. But Kofi Kingston is that guy. Now, that's not no slander to Xavier Woods, because I truly believe Xavier Woods is that guy as well. I just need them to do better. They had the Grayson Waller thing with them. Although at first I wasn't getting it, I kind of was like, no, I don't want this. But it was good. It was great. They have a great thing going on. And for Kofi to beat Penta, baby, time was had. Putting something on the grill. That right there, beautiful moment. I'm tired of this New Day slander. I'm tired of the New Day getting treated with scraps, because we not doing that. We're not doing that. New Day needs to take every opportunity, and they need to realize the gold that they have in that locker room. 100%, no doubts about that. Although, don't know how long that's gonna be. Y'all know how things switch. Now, I am still overjoyed about Naomi's announcement of Carrie being pregnant. But because of that, the WWE Women's Championship is vacant, and for some reason they think they're gonna wait 2 weeks, a week or so, without the title having a owner. I mean, we don't know how long it's gonna be. I'll be real. We don't know how long it's gonna be. Maybe it's 3 weeks. Maybe it's 1 week. Maybe, I don't know. But Stephanie Vecchia is gonna be the #1 contender. They're just thinking of another person, another opponent, and that opponent will be announced next week. Oh, it is like 3 weeks since it's gonna be 3 weeks. No, it's not. No. Maybe they decide, they're gonna announce somebody and then they're gonna have a match that same night. Just think about it, guys. Maybe WWE is not going to have that title vacant for that long. No, of course not. Of course WWE wouldn't do that. Who knows? But Stephanie Vecchia still has her opportunity. Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch thought she was going to kind of put the power in her hands, even though, how you gonna do that with Nikki Bella? It didn't last very long because Nikki Bella stood on business and got herself a title match by kind of tricking Becky Lynch into thinking it was her decision, which I love it. I love it when they kind of talk you into, like, if you ain't scared, then give me a match. If you're not worried, give me a match. And I actually am on the belief that Nikki Bella should get that title. I know. What? Nikki, why? Because I said so. I don't know. Shake things up. I don't know. I like it. I'm liking it. And Nikki Bella said everything that I've been thinking. Who cares about Sports Illustrated saying you are the best, greatest women's wrestler of all time? Who really cares? Who cares? Because I don't think that's public opinion, respectfully. I don't think that's public opinion. That's just my 2 cents. Now, who is the greatest women's wrestler? I gotta think about that. Because I don't know. I really don't know. I know who my greatest women's wrestler is. That's NAOMI. But overall, you gotta think about that. We gotta sit on that. And the sitting is not going to make me believe it's Becky Lynch. Respectfully. Now, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley they broke up, but Rhea had a match with Roxanne Perez, and that was a good match. But as y'all know, as everybody knows, when things don't go on Judgment Day's way, they're gonna jump, and they jumped to Rhea. Now, who's gonna come out for a rescue? Io Sky. And Asuka did not like that, which, if I'll be real, things were looking shaky. And if he really wanted to help, you should have said, hey, bruh, I'm gonna go help Rhea. Y'all wanna come with? It seems like Io is not communicating how she feeling. So, of course, Asuka gonna feel the type of way. Of course, you know what I'm saying? You ain't really been talking to us, but you was talking to this girl. She not your family. We're your family. I just fail to see where Io is right in this situation. But of course, you're gonna make Asuka the heel. They always make the ones who are having to go through the disrespect. Just like with Naomi. She had to throw Jade onto that car. And Asuka had to take a stand against Io Sky, because if not, this would be the Io and Rhea show. And what about the Kabuki Warriors then? What about her family then? She wouldn't care about them until she needed something. That was good. That was good. But I'm totally here for Io Sky and Asuka. Totally here for it. And Kyrie, bless her heart, she is in the middle of all of it, and she don't really know what to do. But I could tell that her feelings too. Io done F the city with that one. Now, as y'all know, Roman and Bronson had a little altercation in the beginning, but Roman wasn't done backstage with it. Not only that, but Braun Breaker and LA Knight had a match, and of course, who interfered in the match? The Vision. Oh my gosh, y'all, who would have thought the Vision would have came through? This is why Punk was right on certain part of we need to stand together because they outnumber us. Because they most definitely outnumbered them until they came through with the numbers. But even still, not really. But you can never get to good guys to understand that. For real, you can't really, that doesn't work. But before the main event, Roman talked to Jay, was like, hey, bruh. Because Jay was over here confused. What am I going to do? I want to just help people. Blah, blah, blah. And Roman was like, why are you helping folks? It's about you. You done made it. You've been helping every single body. It's time for you to go for what is yours. Which I respect. That added on to what he said in the beginning of Jay earning the position he's in the 4-4 way. And I would like to say this. Where was this advice when Jay needed it? Jay needed this when he was champion. Maybe Jay wasn't answering the phone, man. Maybe Jay wasn't answering the phone. Maybe, the kids, stuff gets in the way. But this was some advice he needed before he lost that title. It's my opinion. It's my humble opinion. But, finally, he's thinking selfishly. Because that's what you really need to do. When you're going for gold, you can't take everybody with you. It's only one person going to be on the top of the mountain. And, of course, Jey Uso listened to what Roman said and decided to make it known plain and clear. He's going for himself. When it comes to Clash in Paris, it's going to be him for that title. Him go for the gold. There ain't going to be no friends with CM Punk. No boys with LA Knight. None of that. Super kicked them. Everybody like, no, bruh. This is what I need to see from Jey Uso. I need to see him stand on business. Don't be the yeet man everybody wants you to be, the nice guy, the Mr. Slim Jim, Minute Maid. Don't do that. What you need to do is bring back them steel chairs. Bring back that steel chair and that upset look on your face. Yeah. Crash out. We need that. We don't need you playing games because you're not everybody's friend. Because your one friend, if Sammy had a chance, bro, Sammy will go for that gold. And that's all you need to know. CM Punk always gonna go for that gold. And LA Knight, is LA Knight really Jay's friend? I don't know. But I'm liking what I'm seeing from Jey Uso, and hopefully he continues going through with that path because that whole friend stuff, Gunther tried to tell you. Out of all people, Gunther tried to tell you. But maybe this is going to open up a role for Roman and Jey Uso to being kind of cool again. And Jay listening more to Roman's advice now because he kind of understands where Roman was coming from, and Roman being a wise man because he's not going to be there all the time. But instead, maybe some, yeah, man, yeah, Uso, you right, yeah, we talk to you later. Bye. Boop. Maybe something like that. But y'all let me know how I feel about Raw. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.